Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G and this is episode 104 of the University Challenge, and today we have a league double as first of all we take on Waterford before we take on Derry City, who are of course one of our title rivals. Since the last episode when we ended our unbeaten run with a defeat to St Patrick's, we played 15 matches in total, 13 in the league and 2 cup games, and we have gone unbeaten since then. We have found our form since that Pats game. The game after that Pats game, we actually beat Galway 6-0, and it was our best performance of the season by a distance at that stage, and it was great to see goals flowing in from Niall O'Hagan, Dennis Nolan, Sean Cassidy, Will Lancashire ending his long goal drought. He actually got injured in training after this game and has only just returned, so he's missed most of the games we played, but he did score in that game. Liam Ravenhill and Malonga with the others in a 6-0 away win. Then we took on Cork City and drew 1-1. Sean Cassidy put us in front. Sean has done really well for us, scored a few goals, played a couple of different positions, done really well, and that was a game which we went 1-0 up on the hour mark. They scored on 88 and had Cian Murphy, our former striker, sent off in injury time, but we dropped 2 points there in a 1-1 draw. Then took on Dundalk, 1-0 win, Conor McGlennon with the winner there. Took on Drogheda, 3-1 win, goals from Sean Cassidy, Rhys Evans and Dennis Nolan. Then we got revenge on St Pat's, a 5-0 home win over them. Goals from Niall O'Hagan, 2 for Rhys Evans, Conor McGlennon and Adadje getting his first for the club. So revenge definitely got there with a 5-0 home win. Then we took on Bohemians, and this was probably the game where our unbeaten run could have ended again. Went behind to Bohemians in the 89th minutes, and then Niall O'Hagan came up big and equalised in injury time for a 1-1 draw. And then Galway again, we beat them 4-0. Goals from Barres from the penalty spot, 2 for Rhys Evans, and Will Lancashire scoring on his return from injury, which was great to see. And where are we now? Shamrock Rovers was our next game, which we beat them 2-0. 2 goals from Niall O'Hagan, 2 assists for Dennis Nolan as well. He came up, both those players came off the bench to make that impact. So a 2-0 away win. And then 2 other games, that's all the league games we played, and I'll show the league table in a minute. The 2 other cup games we played was a 6-0 win against Bray Wanderers in the Leinster Senior Cup semi-final, Sean Cassidy with a hat-trick. And then we won the Leinster Senior Cup 2-1 by beating Pats in the final, and it was goals from Niall O'Hagan after a minute. Will Lancashire started this game to try and get his fitness back, and he did that with a goal. So we won the Leinster Senior Cup for the 2nd year in a row. And now we will take a look at the league table. And you can see that we have gone clear at the top of the table. We are 12 points ahead of St Pat's with the same games played. Everyone's played 20 games now. We are 12 points clear of St Pat's and 14 points clear of Derry City, who are in 3rd position. So that's the catch up done. Let's get to the team news for our first game at home to Waterford. So here we are on the day of the game against Waterford, and we have one real selection issue. Adam Ellison's loan spell has come to an end, the right back. We do have 2 right backs joining in August, but we are here on the 29th of June. So at the moment we have to do a little bit of rearranging. George Gittow, who is our backup right back, has a slight injury. So Andy Appin moves over to right back, with Cameron Ledwidge coming in at left back. And the other change sees Justin Freeseye drop to the bench just because he's struggling for fitness. Picked up an injury in our summer break, which has just happened before the Leinster Senior Cup final. So a lot of these players haven't played in a while, so we are a little bit rusty. So hopefully that doesn't affect our performance too much. So the team in full is Bonavie in goals, back 4 Andy Appin, Sotini, Adadje and Ledwidge. The midfield is Barres in the defensive midfielder role, which he has played in mostly since that Pats defeat. Midfield 2 of Liam Ravenhill and Sean Cassidy, Conor McGlennon on the right, Malonga on the left and Rhys Evans up front, with the returning Will Lancashire still on the bench looking for some match fitness. So that's the team news. Let's get to kick-off. On the way here for this game at the UCD Bowl against Waterford, an important game because of that summer break. As I said, a lot of these players haven't played in a while, so important to get the win here of course, but also to get some match fitness under their belts before we take on Derry in what is a crucial game at the top of the table. 3 points here would help keep that lead as it is to St Pat's and Derry. 6 minutes gone here, it's 0-0. First highlight here, Sean Cassidy plays the ball over the top towards Malonga, but it's cut out. Conor McGlennon gets the header up, he can't play it down. Can we win the ball back here? Cassidy, brilliant play. He's been brilliant this season, Sean Cassidy. New signing had come in, played in brilliant in midfield, played brilliant up front. Here's Liam Ravenhill, cross towards Malonga at the far post. Oh, brilliant! Julian Malonga putting us ahead here. Great ball from Liam Ravenhill and a brilliant header from Malonga. He's missed a number of games through injury, but when he's got back into the team, he's really been in good form, Malonga. And a brilliant play here from Ravenhill. Got to the edge of the box, got the cross into the far post. Malonga got up, beat his man and powered that header home. And with 37 minutes gone here, we're 1-0 up. Cross into the box here is cleared by Adaje, and it falls to Malonga, who comes on the counter-attack. And we have 4-on-2 here. Can we make the most? But McGlennon, through Conor McGlennon. Oh, he slows it up and they get men back to Andy Appin. McGlennon, Barres into Ravenhill, takes the shot, it's blocked, and it goes for a corner. Has a great chance on that counter-attack. We had a 4-on-2, but we didn't make the most of it. Here is the corner though, Barres to take it. And can we pick out someone in the box? Goes to the far post. Cassidy gets up. Sean Cassidy with the header. And as I was saying, he's having a brilliant season. And there's another impact from him. For 135,000, he has been a fantastic signing. Barres with the corner. And Cassidy gets up ahead of his man and ahead of Ledwich as well. Heads it home off the crossbar. 41 minutes gone here. We're 2-0 up. Kick here. Barres takes it and whips it into the box for Cassidy again. He gets the header just over. Grazes the top of the crossbar as it goes over. And Cassidy is a big man. He's a danger at all set pieces, and showing it again there with that header. There is the half-time whistle here at the UCD Bowl. 2-0 up. A brilliant performance it has been. We've dominated possession, created lots of chances, kept them to only one shot, and we are 2-0 up. Second half kicks off here, 2-0 up as I said, and dominated that first half. And it's great to see such a good performance from players who have been off for a while. We had a summer break, an international break as well, and then the Leinster Senior Cup, so a lot of these starters didn't play in that, so it's good to see a performance from them as they get that match sharpness back. Here's Sotini, who's in the team ahead of the injured Lamb. Here's the ball over the top from Malonga. That's a lovely pass from the centre back. Malonga into Evans, and it's 3-0. Rhys Evans with a goal. It's disallowed, offside. That's disappointing. Love to have got a goal there for Rhys Evans. He has been in better scoring form since that Pats game, and he is the top scorer in the league again. That goal doesn't count. So, 49 minutes gone here, we're 2-0 up. Corner kick for Waterford here, Griffin to take it for them. In it comes, headed clear by Jones, who's off the bench, but it's headed back. Andy Appin clears it. Here's Dennis Nolan, can he get onto it? No, he can't. Waterford still on the attack here, and they try and build here an attack. Can we get the ball back? No, Dennis Nolan looked like he was going to get in there, but he didn't quite get there. Ball over the top, Jones heads it back to Bonavie. Good defending there from the centre back, cutting that ball out and getting it back to our keeper, who rolls it out now to Cameron Ledwich, who will be in the team at left back for a while now until the right backs arrive in August. Ball crossfield to Dennis Nolan, and he looks to play. Oh, he loses possession there, too easy, Dennis Nolan. And Waterford coming on the attack and pass it back now. Ball over the top. Can Jones cut it out again? He can. Good play, Nico Jones. Barres. Oh, Barres way too slow. Chance for Waterford. Oh, nearly curled it into the top corner. Barres there was way too slow on the ball at the edge of his box. Just a look at the table there, we see Derry City winning, are moving up to second place ahead of our game with them, but they are 14 points behind us. Ball over the top, cut out by Cameron Ledwich, and it goes back to Bonavie, who will take possession here. We have emptied the bench in the second half. Brought on players like Will Lancashire, Niall O'Hagan, Justin Freeseye on some match fitness for them. Here's Adaje to Ledwich. He calms things down. Back to Adaje, and looking for an option. Not many options being presented to him, so he's having to stay on the ball here. Ravenhill finally gets opened. Ball over the top towards Lancashire. Gets through. Will Lancashire, yes, and that one will count. Will Lancashire off the bench. Since he's returned from injury, I think he's scored in every game, which is great to see. Getting back to form. Brilliant ball over the top there as well. I think it was Liam Ravenhill getting his second assist off the game. We'll see it here. Ravenhill gets turned. Lovely ball over the top. Lancashire taking it on. First time as the keeper came out and into the empty net. 20 minutes to go here. We're 4-0 up. Ledwich here with a throw in, and he throws it down to Lancashire, who gets across into Niall O'Hagan. Oh, he couldn't beat his man there in the box, and it's cleared by Waterford initially, and now they have possession and they look to play a ball over the top. There's no one there for them, so Andy Appin will take that down easily, and he will get turned to play that to Jones. Tries to pick out Niall O'Hagan. It's not a great ball, and Waterford go and return it long. Jones in with the header. Ledwich then with another header, but it falls to Waterford, and they come on the attack, and they've brought O'Keefe down the wing here. He's got a bit of space for a cross. It comes in, and Waterford have a goal back. Poor defending from us, to be honest, but may not matter in the overall scheme of things. But disappointing not to get the clean sheet. Initially here, the ball down the wing to O'Keefe. He's in far too much space. Ledwich out of position, and that means he can time to get the cross in, and it's Quintana with the finish past Bonavie, and with 74 minutes gone here. It's 4-1. Throw in here, Andy Yappin to take it down to Lancashire. And it's played forward by Waterford, but Jones cuts it out. And we come on the attack, ball over the top towards Lancashire. And he takes it down. Oh, poor first touch. He gets it back though, and Niall O'Hagan taps it home from Lancashire across the goal. Poor defending there from Waterford. They had won it initially after Lancashire's poor touch. We see here Jones played the ball forward. Lancashire here with a terrible first touch, but he wins it back, and then first time cross, O'Hagan standing in front of the goal, taps it home. 15 minutes remaining, we're 5-1 up. Waterford trying to win the ball there, they just boot it forward and Andy Yappin takes it. 9 minutes remaining off this game. It's going to be a comfortable 3 points in the end for us, and good preparation ahead of that big game against Derry will put us in a strong position to effectively seal the title. Here's Dennis Nolan with a ball through to Lancashire. He's through. Lancashire 1-on-1 with the keeper now. Lancashire finishes it. Brilliant finish from Lancashire, puts us 6-1 up, and this is a great performance all round from us, and it's great to see us firing in goals like this. It's something we haven't done all the time this season. It's cost us in a number of games that we've drawn, but not tonight. Lancashire firing home past the Waterford keeper. 8 minutes to remain here at the UCD Bowl. We're 6-1 up. Injury time here at the end of this game. Bonavie with a free kick, and he picks out Andy Yappin, who goes back to Nico Jones. A dominating performance, as I said, puts us in a great position now going into the Derry game. I believe they will move up to second place, so it will be a top of the table clash against Derry. And with a 14-point lead, we could stretch it out to 17. Here's Lancashire through. Is it going to be a hat-trick for Will Lancashire? It is. A hat-trick off the bench for Will Lancashire. And that is really impressive from him, and puts him in a really strong position to start that Derry game. When you see the form he's now in, that early season struggle in the league to get goals was ended in the Galway game after the St. Pass defeat. He then got injured, only just coming back, but this is a brilliant performance from him. A hat-trick in the second half off the bench, and just the cherry on top of the cake of this 3 points, and convincing win against Waterford. 7-1, one of our biggest league wins ever, and all those green ratings in the team. A 10.0 for Lancashire, and he's only been on since the hour mark. Just an incredible performance from him, and there is the final whistle. So that is 3 points here with a 7-1 win. Just a quick look at the league table. Derry do indeed move up to second position, so the game against Derry is top versus second. So here we are on the day of the game against Derry City, and a couple of changes to the team. One enforced, Barres is suspended, so Ravenhill slots back into defensive midfield, with Freeseye returning to the team. A couple of other changes I've decided to make: Niall O'Hagan on the left and Will Lancashire up front. So the team in full is Bonavie in goals, a back four of Andy Yappin, Sotini, Adadje and Ledwich, midfield three of Ravenhill, Cassidy and Freeseye, Conor McGlennon on the right, Niall O'Hagan on the left and Will Lancashire up front. So this is a huge chance for us to effectively seal the title with a win over Derry. Kicked off here at the UCD Bowl for this game against second place Derry, our big rivals over the years, and we have a 14-point lead on them at the moment. A win here puts us 17 points ahead, which would be huge and would really give us a little bit of room to breathe with the Champions League qualifying starting up very soon. Not much happening here in the opening few minutes of this first half. 5 minutes gone, it's 0-0. Early highlight here, 14 minutes in, we have a free kick. It will be Sean Cassidy to take it. No Barres, of course, he's suspended. Here's Cassidy stepping up. Oh, just goes wide. Not a bad effort from Sean Cassidy there. Would have been yet another important goal from him this season, but it just went wide. And with 15 minutes gone, it's 0-0. Half-time whistle goes here at the UCD Bowl, and it's 0-0 at half-time. We've dominated possession, but not really created that much in the game. Neither have Derry. They've only had that one effort we've seen headed wide. So it's been not a great match from either teams. We did have a 0-0 with Derry earlier on in the season, so are we about to have another? On the way again here at the UCD Bowl for the second half, and could we get a winner in this 45 minutes would be huge in the title race, would really put us in a very, very strong position of being 17 points clear. But we need to get better at creating chances if we're going to do that in this game. 50 minutes gone off this game, it is 0-0. Throw in here, it's Cameron Ledwich who takes it, aims it towards Will Lancashire, gets up and heads it on, and Derry just about clear. Dennis Nolan, who's off the bench, picks up the ball now. Can he get a cross in? Dennis Nolan gets to the byline, gets the cross, and it's a penalty. Freeseye fouled, and we have a penalty. It will be Will Lancashire to take it. Good play from Dennis Nolan there, got the cross to Freeseye, who was fouled inside the box, and now Will Lancashire steps up. 55 minutes gone. Is this the moment we take the lead? Lancashire fires it home. Will Lancashire from the penalty spot, putting us ahead here and continuing his run of goals since he returned from injury. and a Cooley taking penalty. He has missed a couple for us, but that one was never going to be saved, right into the corner. Huge moment in this game. We take the lead with 55 minutes gone, but we have an instant kick-off highlight, which can never be a good thing. Here come Derry and bringing it forward. Oh, Will Lancashire onto it though. Here's Will Lancashire, good play. Now he picks out Dennis Nolan. Nolan bringing it into the box, takes the shot, he fires it over. Oh, good chance there. Good play from Will Lancashire to win the ball back, but Dennis Nolan firing it right over. And yet another highlight as the goal kick is taken and we win the header initially. Mason, who's come on for Ravenhill, and Derry City passing it around at the back. They play a ball over the top, twice over the top. Here's Paul Mullen, true Mullen. Oh, fires it just wide. Lucky to get away with that. Not great defending from us. 57 minutes gone, we're 1-0 up. Corner kick for us, Freeze eye to take it, aims it at Ledwich at the far post. He doesn't get up though, and Derry will come on the counter attack. Can we get a man back? Dennis Nolan, brilliant tracking back. Dennis Nolan then loses it, but Andy Appin is there, and we go all the way back to Bonnevie, and now men will get back, and hopefully we can start an attack here. Sottini to Ledwich, Ledwich being pushed back, Ledwich back to Sottini, and all the way over to Lamb, who's come back off the bench from injury. Here's Andy Appin bringing it forward and plays through Dennis Nolan now. Dennis Nolan, can he get across? He can. Lancashire doesn't get though, and Derry clear it now, but Mason intercepts Andy Appin. Dennis Nolan, Andy Appin, good passing here, back to Lamb, to Andy Appin, plays through Dennis Nolan again. Can he get across this time? Lancashire, yes, brilliant finish, Will Lancashire. Dennis Nolan has made a real impact since he come off the bench. With his cross won the penalty, and then that cross sets up Will Lancashire, and a brilliant finish from the striker. You can see here, good passing around, we retain possession. Then Dennis Nolan played through by Andy Appin, great cross, first time volley from Lancashire, and that should wrap up the 3 points here. 67 minutes gone, we're 2-0 up. Full time whistle goes here at the UCD Bowl, a comfortable 2-0 win for us over Derry, our old rivals, and that stretches our advantage over them to 17 points. Comfortable game, Lancashire with both goals, and that really means we now effectively have one hand on that title again. Well, that was a great win for us against Derry, who actually dropped down to 4th position after that defeat. St Pat's and Shamrock Rovers moving ahead of us. So it's Shamrock Rovers in 2nd place now, 15 points behind us. So we have a nice gap at the top of the table. It's actually very close between the three teams who are battling for that 2nd place. Only a point separates Derry in 4th and Shamrock Rovers in 2nd. Down at the bottom, it's the two Louth clubs, Drogheda and Dundalk, battling relegation. Joe Biden will not be happy to see Dundalk struggling. He's of course a massive fan of the town. But yeah, they are battling relegation down at the bottom, but it looks like we are going to win 4 titles in a row. So in terms of the next episode, we're going to come back for our first Champions League tie of the season. We enter at the 3rd qualifying round again this year, and that's coming up in the 8th of August in game. We're on the 6th of July here, so a month to go onto that. So in the next episode we will play both legs of that Champions League qualifier. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop it a like. It's a great way of showing me you are enjoying these videos and for the videos to be seen more. If you want to join this journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way not to miss any videos. Videos are posted Monday to Friday 6 PM Irish time, and subscribing is the best way to see them all. And if you want to catch up on anything, there is a playlist on the channel and it does appear on the screen at the end of this video. So until the next episode, when we're back in Champions League qualifying action, please take it easy.